Good afternoon, we the undersigned. Phil Monk here, mad founder. It's been nearly a year now since I started We the Undersigned on a bit of a crazy whim to try and get legal action against the government for its lies about cannabis and its infringement of our human rights. That human right being the right to self-determination, the right to be able to autonomously choose cannabis instead of alcohol, which is quite a poisonous drug, or even side effect ridden pharmaceutical drugs. We should have that autonomous choice as human beings to be able to choose how we manage our health. So it's been quite a long, hard year actually, and I've done a lot more than just search for solicitors. Hello everyone. And that, I've ended up doing protests and being in conferences and attending talks and meeting loads of fabulous people, so it's been quite a heck of a journey. The solicitor that didn't phone me yesterday has finally phoned me today, and I've just had only about a half-hour chat with him, and there is potential for a way forward now if we want as a community to pursue it, which is the first possible chance we've had really. So the chap says that basically they need, I'm looking at my notes in case you wonder why I keep looking down. Cheers Paddy. Basically, excuse me a sec. Before we can move forward with legal action, they as a team need to do a scoping exercise. A scoping exercise basically would be an evaluation of the evidence for the case, as it were. He's already told me that I do put together quite a compelling and convincing case, and basically I, or we as a community, hey Jamie, hey Carl, hey Sarah, hey Claire, we as a community would need to gather together what we consider our evidence against the government, and to put that into an indexed file, and I would then need to let them know how many pages this portfolio of evidence, as it were, would contain, and then they would do a pricing based on that, the number of pages to calculate the review. They can do a comprehensive review and give a comprehensive report. Hello Alan. Where they would then go through all case law, historic law, recent precedents, national and international precedent. So in my mind we need a comprehensive review really, and they would also do a basic review of what we have and to see if there's a way forward to make a case. So talking figures, the chap did mention to me a discounted rate. I've explained that we're nearly all sick, disabled and dependent on benefits, and we would be raising through fundraisers. Obviously he can't do it for free because people have got to make their bread and butter, and they'd be putting a lot of time and effort in on this if they did actually take it on for us. So he mentioned a discounted rate of £15,000 for the full comprehensive report, and a rate of £5,000 for the basic report. He did say if there were change left from those, then they could be held in lieu for further legal actions. So, they sound like big figures actually, quite scary, because let's face it, most of us are broke, that's big numbers. But we've also got 3,100 odd members, so if everybody just put £2 in, we've already got £6 straight off. So we could immediately start rolling on a basic report. If we all manage to put a £5 in, that's 15 grand. There you go, we can actually pay for or start to pay for the discounted full comprehensive report. So this isn't actually impossible, people. It is big money for any one individual, but as a collective community, all in it together, we could actually get something happening here. So we all need to have a think how committed we are. He suggested, I spoke about the Crowd Justice Fund, which is basically like GoFundMe, but it's specifically for legal fees, and that would have to be pitched all right and legal and above board, and he said that could be complex to get going. But what he recommended was the Just Giving page. If we started a Just Giving page for the first initial fee, just for the scoping exercise, and started that running, once the scoping exercise was done, if there was an angle to pursue, then we could launch a nationwide fundraiser on Crowd Justice platform, which hopefully 10% of the UK are apparently part of the canna community. It could really catch fire in terms of fundraising, and could make it all really possible. So I just thought I'd quickly pop on, give you this live update. I didn't want to wait till I'd had my smoke to get over the anxiety of it all. I thought I'd just tell you straight off. So we all have to have a think as a community how we're going to move forward. I have a lot of sources of information already. I'm sure lots of other people already have their sources. Each person, if we all had our testimonial, that also would be an affidavit of evidence. So we've all got our testimonials to include. And to me, WTU hasn't always been about, oh, I'm sick and dying, I need my cannabis. It's been about human rights and freedoms. This lawyer also thinks we can't change the world overnight, so we need to try and set achievable things for what we can do. So my mind is to try and find the narrow medical focus that is as broad as possible. Now, in my head, the choice that we need to have, in a nutshell, is to be able to choose cannabis instead of, and I mean herbal cannabis, not cannabis-derived medical products from GW. I'm on about herbal cannabis. I'm on about to be able to grow your own and make your own preparations. I'm not on about the right to a prescription. We have to decide as a community how we're going to move forward. So I'll stop now. Everyone can get thinking. We can all gather our evidence, put our submissions in, and decide if we're going to do this. Personally, after a year of a lot of effort going into WTU, I would like to see everyone in WTU that can slap a fiver, not into PayPal, by the way. Do not, I repeat, do not, please, 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 do not make any donations yet for any legal fees. No donations yet, please. I haven't a platform set up for legal fee donations. The PayPal is just for merchandise and for t-shirts and things. So I repeat, please, no donations for legal fees as yet. But we could whip it up in no time. We really could, if we just got our head together as a community. So I'll need help getting this portfolio together. And I've already spoken with WTU board members, and we were wanting to include the full story, all the way back from the origins of cannabis prohibition. So a lot of information, but as a community we could actually get it together quite quickly. It's been a long, hard year, people. And to be honest, aside from wanting the freedom to be able to just take away my pain, anxiety, or relax with this thing here that they would put me in jail for, which is ridiculous, I just want my life back. It'd be nice to have my life back so I could actually continue to practice becoming a herbalist, and to maybe try and get back into my wood sculpting and try and rebuild my life that disability has destroyed. But right now I'm too busy fighting our government and disability to do anything. So thank you all for your support. It's been amazing. We need more. Okay, we need our 3,000 to become 30,000, to become 300,000. And then it's just £1 each in the pot, and we'll have loads of legal fees, and no fucking government's going to stop us. So lots of love, everyone. Ideas on the back of an envelope to PO Box 420. Lots of love. Speak soon.